Hi everyone, my name is Alexander, and today I'm going to be showing you how to repair your ECU window on a 1997 Land Rover Discovery. I have an SE7 to be exact. Basically, the problem is, from what people have been reporting on forums and much like mine behind me, is that the rear windows do not go up and down. However, you check the voltage on the wires, you actually get a reading of maybe 300 millivolts, something like that. And basically what happens is that the ECU inside on the circuit board, some of the solder comes off, or maybe some of the circuit, I apologize, I forgot the actual name. Some of the circuit strips will actually start peeling off the board itself. So what I'm going to show you is actually how to repair that. We're going to do a jumper. You can actually resolder this if you want, if it's not too far gone or not damaged heavily. Like if you see the strips kind of peeling off, it's probably damage beyond repair, but we can use a jumper method. So I found a little quick guide online. A couple people showing you how to use a jumper wire to actually bypass this. So that's what we're going to try today. Maybe actually show you where the ECU is on this. Okay, at this point you're going to want to walk up to your passenger side. And we're going to look at the glove box right here. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to remove the glove box. There are 4 7mm bolts underneath. You can use a couple of different tools: Torx bit, a bit driver, drill, the socket attachment, or socket itself. Socket wrench, to be exact. Let me just set the camera up here. You can see what's going on. So I'm going to use my drill. You have these control arms. You're just going to gently push this up and pop that out. And you're going to do the same on the other side. Unless it just falls out. So once you have the glove box removed, you're going to come over here and you're going to see this piece right here. It's pretty defined in the video, so you're going to be able to locate it real easily. Okay, and then the window ECU is right here. So it's directly to the right of, I can't remember the name, sorry. So it's directly to the right of this piece here. So what we're going to do is unplug these wires. Now, they can be kind of tricky just because of the location, and you have to reach in there, so make sure you don't break them. There is a press clip on the right hand side, and you're just going to unclip both of those. Okay, so in order to get those wiring harnesses out, what we're going to do next, I apologize, I'm trying to hold the camera. You're just going to grab the cord, arms are kind of in the way, and you're just going to pull on it really hard. Now I've already done this earlier, so that's why they're a little loose. And same thing at the bottom. You're just going to grab it and pull on it really hard, and now they're both free. The next part is a little tricky. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get this on camera. I'm going to have to take a picture of it and show you here in a second. But basically, you want to use a tool kind of like this right here. This is a wood crafting tool at Harbor Freight. I filed it down so it's flat and not very sharp, so it's no longer a wood carving tool. Same thing on this side. So what you're going to do is kind of get this tool on the edges, and again I'm going to have to show you the picture, so I'm going to go ahead and put that on the camera now. And you're going to want to pry the plastic tabs out. You can probably kind of see them almost, and you're going to want to pry those out. And basically, I told you unbolt it earlier, but what we're actually going to do is just slide the whole circuit out of its housing. Okay, so now once you got the circuit actually popped out of there, this face might come off. You can just keep that in a safe place, and then you're just going to wiggle the circuit board out like so. Hopefully your vehicle's turned off at this point. Okay, and you make sure you wiggle it out carefully to the right side and angle it kind of maybe up and wiggle it up and down. So once you got it out, now we can begin the repair process. And actually mine does not look like it's damaged at all. Oh, actually I can see it right here. Let's see if I can get the camera focused on that. There we go. If you'll notice, there's actually a ring around the solder where it's just missing. And that's why it's still getting millivolts or pulling millivolts, because it's kind of connecting, but it's really not. And I'll take a picture here in a second for you guys to see it. Okay, so this next step, we're going to actually go ahead and solder that loose point on the circuit board. As you can see behind me, I already fired up my butane-powered Weller soldering iron. Heats it to about 1,000 degrees. Go ahead and grab your favorite soldering iron. I recommend a butane one if you don't already have one, just because it heats up so fast. It's really good. So what we're going to go ahead and do is go ahead and fix this solder point. Alright, again, the damaged area is right here, and basically it's sort of just floating around that joint. You actually see it in the camera. Alright, perfect. So now I have evenly covered solder on both sides of that joint. So hopefully it does not break anymore. Let's go ahead and test it. Okay, at this point I went ahead and wrapped mine up in a towel. The reason why I'm doing this is just so I can plug the connectors into it without actually having to put it back in its casing. There's probably better ways and methods of securing your circuit board, but this works. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and test it now and see what happens. Hopefully it doesn't light on fire. Okay, at this point I plugged up my circuit board. I'm just going to let it dangle here. The connectors are in there securely. And I decided not to use my rag as an insulator since it's not going to touch anything. So I'm going to go ahead and test the power window, and hopefully it works. So here we have a back door where the window did not go down when we hit this button. So window's not going down. And then when we replace the ECU, once the ECU is back in place, you can go ahead and test it out. Make sure, of course, your harness is all connected. It's not going to fall out or anything like that. Go ahead and push your button. Of course, mine's upside down by mistake. And there you have it. Window goes up and down. Okay, earlier today I showed you how to repair your window motor ECU, and as you can see, everything works out. So now you know how to repair your window motor ECU, just in case you didn't realize that was just a simple fix. All you do is just grab yourself a soldering iron, solder, and you're good to go. Just be real careful when you're soldering, don't rush, take a couple quick steps, and boom, 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 you're done. Now, if you don't remember how to put this back in, because I didn't show that in video, just go ahead and rewind it and watch how we took it out. Remember, just kind of got to wiggle it in from the side, push it up, and slide it straight back, and then you're good to go. You can also go ahead and test it like we did earlier when we just had it dangling. Yeah, it's going to be perfectly fine. Just make sure you don't have any of the circuits touch anything, and you're fine. So, thank you for watching, and until next time.